I would take naps in my car to make it through the day, through the classes, because I had such a long schedule too, 12, 14 hours at school. And then on the other days, I didn't really have a day off, because other than that, I was painting houses. Because at that time, I had about $200 to my name. And so I found an ad that said work from home, and I called on it, and it happened to be Herbalife. And I said, work from home. I don't know if I can work from home because I'm working from my mom's basement maybe, but that's how I found the company. About a year and a half into the business, still part-time, I was making $2,500 a month, which was like more than my mom was making at her full-time job. And so I said, you know what, maybe there's something here. Maybe I can do more with it. And I decided to what I call experiment, take a little time off of school and actually invest, a good 3 or 4 months full-time. And after that 3 or 4 months full-time, my income went from about $2,500 a month to about $5,000.
I was waiting tables at Red Lobster. I had just failed out of college, and I was so broke, I was literally riding a bicycle to and from my job. It was horrible. First 10 days in business, I made $420. My third month, I made enough money to buy my first car, which was awesome. That was my first goal. And by the end of my 6th month, I'd already tripled my waiter income just working this business part-time. Last year, made $150,000.
Well, my husband was a factory worker for over 40 years, and I was a school secretary for 21 years. And when we retired, our combined retirement Social Security income was about $28,000 a year. That just gets you by. That doesn't let you travel. And even if you have some savings, you can see those savings erode pretty quickly. And so that's one reason why I really felt we needed extra income, because we do like to travel. Got started and did exactly what they told me to do, and actually the very first month made a profit of $700. And the second month we made $1,400. And just kept plugging into our system, doing exactly what other successful people were doing. And last year Herbalife paid us over $300,000. Some people tell me, well, I think I'm too old to get started. And what I tell them is, well, look at it this way. In 5 years, where will you be? The time's going to go by, no matter what you do. So you can choose to change your life today, or you can choose to stay the same and be where you are 5 years from now. I chose to change.
I owned the family business, owned an automotive repair shop. And it was actually a business my dad started about 30 years ago. And the business really began to slow down. And it slowed down to the point where didn't really know what was going to happen day to day. And while I was at work one day, we received some information on working from home, and didn't really pay attention to it, to all of it. Being a guy, being a business owner, being blue collar, I basically threw it away. Didn't want to hear about it. Thought it was a joke. And then later on that day, I was on the phone with my bookkeeper, and she proceeded to tell me how bad things really were. And I was going to be left with a profit of $100.
He owned his own business.
Yeah, and I owned the place. And you don't feed 5 people, on $100. We got started right before Christmas of 2001, and without really knowing much, in the first 2.5 weeks, profited $2,100. And
Yes.
I told Camille,
We were a real team first month.
yeah, first month,
Yeah.
and told Camille, look, I'm going to concentrate on both businesses. Let's see what happens. And working part-time around both our full-time jobs and the 3 kids, at the end of that first year, we were knocking on the door to, an extra $40,000.
$40,000.
And, you kind of did the math. And to tell you the truth, the Herbalife business actually kept our doors open at the repair shop more than 1 month. And in December, we made the decision and put the repair shop up for sale. And I retired in February of this year.
My profession, I guess, is I'm a writer, I'm an author, and and I love it. I'm also a teacher, and I love that as well. And the challenge with them, with the books, you get a little bit of residual income, but it's just kind of like getting your foot in the door more than anything, and to allow you to get other gigs, if you will. And but the residual income, meaning the income that comes in after you work, is really small. I was the kind of guy where I felt like, you know, I'm a smart guy, you know, and I'm an intelligent guy. I'm a teacher, for God's sake, you know, so I got to know this, and I got to know that, and I got to know what, you know, what really is this, and what really is this. So, and I would try and make it harder than it really was, because I felt like I had to know everything. I'd never done this business before, and what's great about this business is you have somebody that's been there, done that has a vested interest in your success, and he would show me what to do, and I started following what he did, and my check went from $89 my first month to $300, then $1,500, then $5,600, then a little over $8,000, and I just, on July, my Herbalife paid me a little over $25,000 a month. So I'm pretty excited.
The music business is nuts. It goes up and down. If I couldn't find a new tour, I'd be bartending and waiting tables and hoping that nobody would recognize me. My favorite thing is really helping people, and then the incredible free lifestyle that we have while helping people.
I just love the vastness. I love my pool that's always at 90 degrees. I love the fact that I can play with Justin all the time. Right here, all the kids come to my house. I never have to worry about what they're doing over there. They all come here. It's just really a fantasy life. I love it.
Oh, there's no doubt you want to be a business owner. You want to be independent, first of all, so you have control of your future. Nobody can fire you, and it's exhilarating to know that the harder you work, the more you can get in terms of both money and lifestyle. And if you put the effort in, you can go from zero to making an incredible income just with that hard work, following the system, and keeping it simple.